Fairport Convention. I'd known them before they were Fairport Convention. They were a band of friends and musicians. Ashley used to have a little black book with the names of musicians. So if somebody wanted a jug band to play somewhere, he had the musicians and he put them together, or a rock band or a folk band. And I was, because I was singing at folk clubs and I had an auto harp, they used to drag me into the folky ones. Sometimes the jug bandy ones, sometimes the country ones, but anyway. But eventually the whole thing kind of metamorphosed into the band that became Fairport Convention, because we used to convene at Fairport, which was a house which Simon Nicol, who's the guitarist, his father had the lease on. So in the band when I met them were Ashley Hutchings, known as Tiger in those days, Richard Thompson, who was my boyfriend at the time, Simon Nicol and Martin Lamble. There we were, a merry band of little musicians, but also excellent, you see. So that was the band, and we did, like every band did, you know, you did gigs and you were still working during the day. I think the object with being in Fairport was really just to play the music that we were all enjoying. And the most exciting thing was when you found a song that somebody had written and the whole band turned it into something that was totally Fairport. Because at that time, a lot of people were doing covers of songs and making them their own, like Judy Collins was taking other people's songs, and that was a perfectly acceptable thing to do. We're just having fun. We just thought, well, see what happens with this. One of the other ways we discovered music to sing was through our manager at the time, which was Joe Boyd, who was the Incredible String Band's manager, recorded Pink Floyd and used to run UFO, which is where he found us. And he had a huge record collection, but he had known Joni Mitchell and she'd sent him demos of her songs to find placement for them for publishers, I believe. So he played us those, so that's where we got Chelsea Morning and I Don't Know Where I Stand and Both Sides Now. I think Judy Collins had already recorded Both Sides Now, but you know, it's like nice, good stuff.